13, with the star of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd, as Dan Holliday.
Box 13, care of the Star Times. I should like very much to see you and offer a proposition which could be of mutual profit to us. Of course, there is some danger involved. But then, your advertisement asks for adventure. So if you are interested, perhaps we could have lunch tomorrow afternoon. Say at 1 o'clock.
Perhaps we could have lunch tomorrow afternoon, say at 1 o'clock, at the Golden Arrow. Ask for Mr. Waring's table. There's some danger involved, he said. Yes, that's what the man said. And, brother, that's exactly what he meant.
And now back to Box 13 and Dan Holliday's newest adventure, Daytime Nightmare.
Well, at least this letter invites you to lunch, Mr. Holliday.
Uh-huh. Lunch, and then what?
Danger, it says. That sounds exciting.
It always does. You know, Susie, someday I'm going to walk into one of these things and not walk out.
Then follow up one of these other letters. There's one that asks for a babysitter. The woman says her children are an adventure.
Oh, no, thanks. I'll take Mr. Waring's letter and his proposition.
Then you'd better hurry. It's almost 12:30 now.
Oh, don't push, Susie. Don't push.
What time will you be back?
Probably this evening. But don't wait for me. Just lock up the office and take off. So long, Susie. The Golden Arrow is one of those ultra dining and luncheon spots where you can get a swell dollar lunch for $5. I asked for Mr. Waring's table, and the waiter showed me to a nice secluded corner. A small orchestra was playing. A couple were dancing. And Mr. Waring was just sitting there. I took a good look at him before I sat down. He was big and handsome, maybe about 50. And the diamond he flashed on the little finger of his right hand was spelled with 1,500 capital dollars. He looked up, saw me standing there.
How do you do? You're Box 13?
Yes, that's right. You're Mr. Waring.
And you're right. Please, sit down. I've ordered lunch. I hope you approve.
Oh, thanks. I'm sure I will.
You're younger than I expected.
Oh, disappointed?
No, please. Tell me, is Box 13 the way you make your living?
Well, not quite.
Yeah, I read your advertisement several times. Adventure wanted, go any place, do anything, write Box 13.
Is that said with disapproval?
No, not at all, Mr.
Dan Holliday.
Oh, no, not disapproval, Dan, just regret. Regret that I hadn't the nerve to do such a thing when I was your age.
Well, sometimes the regrets are mine.
Huh? Oh, I see. You mean once in a while you get something that's hard to handle.
That's it.
But you've always come out on top.
Well, I've had a lot of luck.
Is there any of it left?
Do I need some?
If you do what I ask, you will.
All right. What's on your mind, Mr. Waring?
First, we'll have lunch. Then we'll talk. Will that be all right with you?
If you say so, yes.
Good. Charles, you may bring our lunch now. Now, let's enjoy ourselves. There's lots of time to get serious after lunch.
Well, Waring was a very good conversationalist. I learned he was an attorney for one of the biggest estates in the country. He kept leading the conversation around to that every time we got on something else. Then, when lunch was over...
Enjoy it, Dan?
Very much.
Cigar?
Oh, no, thank you.
Now, if you'll come with me.
Come with you? But I thought we were going to talk.
Oh, I'd rather have more privacy. You'll understand why when I tell you what I have in mind.
It's that important, huh?
Would you say $10 million was important?
It commands attention, yes.
Then please come with me.
We left the Golden Arrow. The doorman saluted Waring and signaled a big limousine that sneaked up along the curb and purred to a stop.
Please, get in, Dan.
Pardon me. Where are we going?
Oh, for a ride through the park.
Wait a minute. I want to know what this is all about before I go and play.
You're not very trusting, are you, Dan?
It's not that.
Something wrong, Dan?
Yeah.
Get in the car, Dan. A little air will make you feel better.
But
Go on, get in. All right, Bert. You know where to go.
I'd been drugged before, so I knew what it felt like. Felt exactly like this. I came crawling out of the long, dark tunnel with a buzzing in my ears, my mouth dry as cotton. I was lying down, and I reached out my arms. I was on a cot. A nice white cot in a nice white room. I sat on the edge of the bed, looked around. There was a window, but there were bars over it. I went to the door. Hey, open up. Open this door. Open this door, somebody. Come on, open the door.
Get away from the door. Get away from it.
Open it up, whoever you are.
Move back away from it, and I will. Go on.
I moved back and away. There was a pause, and then...
Well, Mr. Stokes, you've awakened at last.
Stokes? What are you talking about? Come on, get me out of this gag, or I'll break my way out.
Samuel, Hugo. Huh? Now, Mr. Stokes, you don't want Samuel and Hugo to take care of you, do you?
What is this?
Sit down, Mr. Stokes. Please. Sit down.
I won't sit down. Where's Waring?
He'll be here in a moment. If you want to see Mr. Waring, I'm sure that can be arranged.
Well, that's better. And call off those mastiffs in white coats.
Wait outside, Samuel, Hugo, and close the door. Go ahead. I'll be all right. Stay where you are, Mr. Stokes.
Look, if this is a gag, let's run it off the boards and put a tag to it.
Gag? Why, Mr. Stokes, you sound almost rational.
Rational? What are you talking about?
Just that. I've no doubt that in a year, perhaps a little more, we can discharge you.
You mean this is no gag?
No, it's not a gag. You're Edward Stokes. Remember that. You're Edward Stokes.
Where's Waring?
He'll be here to see you with your wife.
My wife?
Of course. I wonder if you remember her.
I don't know what you're trying to get away with, but if I have to play rough, I can play it.
Samuel! Hugo! I think Mr. Stokes needs to be quieted. Take care of it, Samuel.
Get them away from me.
When you've decided to be more calm, Mr. Stokes, we can have a talk in my office. Until then, I shall take precautions against your homicidal tendencies.
Well, it was no gag. Samuel and Hugo were too big for games, and they played rough. Samuel left, and Hugo sat beside the bed to watch me. I knew now where I was. In a sanitarium. But why? Now, why was I called Edward Stokes? I had to find out, so I turned to Hugo.
What?
Oh, Hugo, these straps are hurting me.
No thanks, Mr. Stokes. I can't loosen them for you.
Look, get my clothes, take out my wallet, take the money that's in it, and just let me get to a telephone.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stokes. You know that's against the rules.
Who was the man who spoke to me before?
That's Mr. Cordell.
Mister? Not a doctor?
Well, yes and no. This here's a kind of a rest home.
Does everyone get as much rest as I do?
Hey, you're all right, Mr. Stokes. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm dying. Where are my clothes?
No. We'll get them for you later.
Look, I'm not Edward Stokes. I'm Dan Holliday. Get it? My name's Dan Holliday. I'm a writer.
Well, that's swell. I'll bring you a pencil and paper later.
Hugo, go to a phone. Call the number I'll give you and ask for Susie.
Has she got a sister for me?
Now, listen, you big lummox. This is a frame-up. I'm not Edward Stokes. I don't know who he is. I never even heard of him. I'm Dan Holliday, a writer.
Yeah, okay. I believe you. Once I took care of a man who was Shakespeare. I believed him. I also took care of Michelangelo, Dante, Spinoza. Why,
Look, I want to see Cordell.
What for?
I want to talk to him.
What about?
Does that make any difference?
Yeah, because if it's not important, he'll get mad at me.
All right. Tell him I remember now that I'm Edward Stokes. It all comes back to me. Now, will you go to him?
Yeah, okay, but please, Mr. Stokes, don't try what you did before. I hate to get rough.
All right, I promise.
It's a good boy. And keep on being a good boy, and you'll be allowed visitors this afternoon.
I'll be very happy to see them. Very happy.
All right, Mr. Stokes, I brought you to see Mr. Cordell like you asked. Now, promise you'll take it easy?
Oh, sure. Thanks, Hugo.
Yeah, it's nothing. Here he is, Mr. Cordell.
Good. Close the door and wait outside, Hugo.
You sure you'll be all right, Mr. Cordell?
I think Mr. Stokes has learned his lesson.
Sure. Please be a good boy now.
Yeah, I will, Hugo.
So, you've become reconciled, Mr. Stokes.
I know I can talk myself blue in the face to Hugo or anyone else around here and not get anywhere. But I want you to tell me what this is all about.
I'll be glad to. You're Edward Stokes. You're here for arrest. You were formerly at the Millhaven Sanitarium, but your wife thought this would be a better place. Don't you remember?
Remember? Oh, of course I do. You've made it all so clear.
Good, good. Oh, by the way, you're looking so much better than when I saw you last, Mr. Stokes. Would you like to see how much better?
What do you mean?
There's a mirror on the door of that closet to your right. Open it and see how you've improved.
I looked in the mirror. I didn't see Dan Holliday. I saw a stranger. Cordell's voice came to me from a million miles away.
There's some gray in your hair, of course, but that's to be expected. As a whole, it's still a nice, deep, rich black.
My hair's been dyed.
Has it? I'll bet you think it was once blonde. I imagine you think your name was once Dan Holliday. Take a good look at yourself, Mr. Stokes. Get acquainted with your new personality. You'll be with it for quite a while.
Cordell smiled at me. Then I knew for certain this was no joke. I was Edward Stokes. My hair dyed, clever touches of makeup here and there. Even Susie wouldn't have known me.
Do you know why you've become Edward Stokes?
Why, Mr. Cordell?
Because Mr. Edward Stokes is dead.
And now back to Daytime Nightmare, another Box 13 adventure with Alan Ladd as Dan Holliday.
Well, there was a twist. I was a dead man, yet I was alive and being kept alive. But for what? Later in my room, I thought of making a break for it. But there was always Samuel and Hugo. Then later, I was taken again to Cordell's office. This time, Hugo went in with me. Cordell wasn't alone. With him were Waring and a woman. The woman looked at me as I entered.
Edward, darling.
Would you mind just calling me Dan?
Please, Edward. You remember me?
Of course you remember your wife, don't you, Edward?
Oh, hello, Waring. I must buy you lunch sometime.
Lunch? Oh, of course, of course.
I told your wife and Mr. Waring that you were so much better, Mr. Stokes. But now you've disappointed me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Cordell.
Hugo, please wait outside. I'll call you if I need you.
Sure, Mr. Cordell.
He does look like Edward.
Must you say it so loud, Philip?
Oh, sorry.
How long does this go on?
Not much longer. Of course, it all depends on you.
Yes, how?
We'll leave that until later. Clarice.
What?
You've got to sign those transfer papers.
They're all right?
Of course. Oh, Edward, it might be interesting for you to watch yourself being committed.
I'm warning all of you. I'm going to get out of here. And when I do,
And when you do, what?
Where's the real Edward Stokes?
How does he know about Edward?
Cordell, did you open your mouth?
What's the difference? He can babble his head off and no one will pay any attention.
Suppose something goes wrong.
How can it? It's all too perfect.
Of course it is. Sign the papers, Clarice. Get it over with. Good. Now let's go.
Nothing can go wrong.
Not unless you double-cross me.
You've got your money, and you're in as deeply as anyone. You better see that everything goes all right.
It will.
Fine. Now, goodbye, Edward, and good luck. Come along.
Well, Mr. Stokes, you're now officially in my care.
That should make everything just ducky.
Oh, it will.
If it's not asking too much, what happens now?
My dear Mr. Stokes, if you knew, you wouldn't like it.
What's to prevent me from reaching across this desk and knocking your head off, just for the fun of it?
This gun will prevent it.
You wouldn't dare use it.
No, not directly. But suppose you did try something. Suppose we struggled and the gun went off accidentally
Suppose it did?
and killed you. Who would be your witness? Not you. You'd be dead. Not Hugo, because he saw you attack me this morning.
Cordell leaned back in his chair and grinned. Then he laid the gun on the desk. It was so close to me. So close. He knew what I was thinking because his grin widened. But I had to take the chance. I jumped. Stay right there, Cordell.
All right. Now that you've got the gun, what will you do?
Hand me that phone.
Certainly. Here you are.
Keep your hands on top of the desk.
With pleasure. Whom are you going to call?
The police.
All right. Go ahead. Hugo! Hugo! What's the matter? Mr. Stokes. Be careful, Hugo. He's raving.
Hugo, you've got to believe me. I'm not Edward Stokes. I'm Dan Holliday. Give me 2 minutes to put through a phone call.
No, Mr. Stokes. You don't want to do anything with that gun. Better give it to me like a good boy.
Hugo, please. Please stay back.
Careful, Hugo. He may shoot.
Stay back, Mr. Cordell. I can handle him.
Hugo, listen to me. Listen to me. Give me 2 minutes on that phone. Just 1 minute.
Mr. Stokes, give me that gun. Come on, give it to me.
Wait, Hugo. Wait, I don't want to shoot. But I'll have to do it if you come any closer.
Better not.
Hugo, I'm in a spot. The real Edward Stokes is dead, Hugo. He's been killed by his wife and his attorney. Listen to me. Stand still and listen to me.
Easy. Easy, Mr. Stokes. Easy.
The real Stokes has been killed. He was taken from the first sanitarium and killed. I was brought here, Hugo. Brought here to impersonate Stokes. Cordell wants me to shoot you, Hugo, so I can be killed legally.
Sure,
Stokes.
Sure.
Hugo!
I know all that, Mr. Stokes, but if you'll just...
Hugo. Hugo.
I'm afraid you killed him, Stokes.
Cordell, you shot the poor devil.
Of course I did, Mr. Stokes.
You shot him with another gun you just took out of that drawer.
That's perfectly true, Mr. Stokes.
Ballistics can prove which gun killed Hugo.
That's true, too, Mr. Stokes. But who would think of ballistics in connection with a maniac?
Cordell stood there, a smoking gun in his hand. Oh, it was a beautiful frame. In a second, the rest of the people in the place would crowd into that office. What chance would I have? None. I could talk myself into a lather. Cordell put the gun back onto his desk.
Well, Mr. Stokes, what now?
I can prove I didn't shoot this gun.
Think you'll get the chance?
I'll be back. Get out of the way.
Be careful, all of you. Don't chase after him. He's got a gun. He killed Hugo. Stay back. Let him go. Send out a general alarm.
I ran out into the night, out into the rest of my nightmare. I cleared the grounds of the rest home and took to the woods. There was only one thing in my favor, the darkness. I stayed in the woods, but I had to get to a phone. I don't know how long I walked. Maybe an hour, maybe 2. Then I saw a house. There were lights in it. I hesitated, but I had to get to that phone.
That you, Wally?
Yeah, it's me.
Just a minute.
Don't scream, please. Get back.
Please don't.
Look, I'm not going to hurt you. I want to get to a phone. Have you got one?
No, there's no phone here.
Where's the nearest one?
The filling station down the road.
Have you got any men's clothes here?
In the closet.
Would you mind getting them out?
Go away, please. I won't tell anybody you've been here, but don't hurt me, please.
You know who I am?
The radio, they said.
How long ago?
Oh, half an hour, maybe.
Get those clothes for me, please. Get them.
All right. They won't fit you. They're too small.
I don't care about that. Throw them on the table there. Just trousers and coat.
All right.
I pulled the trousers and coat on over the pajamas I was wearing. The woman watched me, and she watched the door. She was expecting someone. Wally, probably her husband. Then...
Please go now.
How far is that filling station?
Oh, about 2 miles.
There's no phone closer than that.
No.
All right, you stay in here. You're not going to get hurt. Just stay in here until you're sure I'm far enough away. You get that?
Yes, I won't move.
Good. I'll return the clothes later. She screamed. I could hear her screams fading into the night as I ran. I had 2 miles to go, 2 miles through the brush and woods. I couldn't risk getting to the road. Then I heard something. I ran. I ran until my legs were torn by the brush. I ran until my breath choked in my throat. Then I saw the station, but I couldn't get to it. crept closer and lay down in a mud-filled ditch. I knew then what a fox must feel like with the hounds tearing at his heels. I listened. I heard Cordell's voice.
To begin with, he's dark-haired, wearing pajamas. But he may have picked up some clothes somewhere.
I haven't seen anybody.
Better be careful of him, Clay. He's got a gun. Already killed a man back at the home. Don't take no chances. Shoot to kill.
I will, Sheriff. Thanks for warning me.
Okay, Clay. Oh, got a gun?
Sure, always keep one in the station.
Good. Keep your radio turned on, too. We're running bulletins on the air. That way you can tell if he's headed this way.
Sure. See you later, Sheriff.
Remember, he's dangerous.
A homicidal maniac. Take no chances.
Okay, Mr. Cordell, thanks. So long.
So long, Clay.
I watched the attendant Clayt go back into the filling station. I watched him take a gun from a drawer and shove it into his pocket. I crept across the road. My stomach hurt from pressing it close against the concrete. Clayt came out of the station, looked up and down the road. Then he turned off the lights and locked the door. Don't take another step. Don't look around. Don't reach for that gun in your pocket.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. You won't get hurt. I want to use the phone in the station.
It's out of order.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. Why don't you try it?
Where are the keys to the door?
In my pocket?
Keep your hands out of that pocket.
You want the keys, don't you?
Keep your back turned. I know that gun is in your coat pocket. The keys there, too?
No, in my trousers.
Reach in. Get them out. But be careful. Now, unlock the station door and go in ahead of me. Never mind the lights.
Look, why don't you give me your gun? You haven't got a chance, fella. The roads are crawling with prowl cars. They were here just a minute ago.
Yes, I know what I saw them. Now reach in that coat pocket. Back to me. Reach in and take out that gun. All right. Hold it by 2 fingers and drop it on the floor. Go on. Now, stand over there while I use the phone.
It's out of order, I told you.
Stay where you are. Hello. Hello.
I told you.
Where's another phone?
The nearest one's about 5 miles down the road.
You're lying.
Like I was about this phone? Look, please, why don't you give up? Give me that gun. We'll go into town. Please. They'll shoot you down on sight if you leave here alone.
I've got to take that chance.
No, you don't. I want to give you a break, fella. I want to give you a break because...
Because?
Once I saw a dog shot. A dog they all said was mad. It wasn't mad. All it wanted was water. But they shot it without giving it a chance. Please, give me your gun.
Look, if I tell you a story, you won't believe it. I know you won't.
Maybe I will. Go ahead.
I'm not Edward Stokes. I'm not the man they're hunting for. He's dead. Killed by his wife and his attorney.
What?
I think because they want his estate. If I'm killed as Stokes, they'll identify me as him.
Please, give me the gun.
You don't believe me, do you?
I believe only that if you leave here and get out on that road, you'll be shot down. You're hurt.
Never mind. Get me to a phone.
I can't.
All right, here. Take the gun. Take it.
What's the way, fella?
Now you've got the gun. I want you to do one thing. Get me to a phone. Let me call the police. Let me identify myself, will you?
Come on. I've got a car.
Clayt got me to a phone. I called Lieutenant Kling and told him the story. And less than an hour later, the sheriff, his men, Clayt, and I walked into Cordell's office.
Ah, you've got him. Good work, Sheriff.
Yeah, we got him.
I'm surprised you took him alive.
Yeah, so are we. Mind stepping over here a minute, Mr. Cordell?
What for?
Get over.
What is this?
You'll find the gun that killed Hugo in that drawer, Sheriff.
What? What, this man's mad, Sheriff.
I heard different from the city.
Look out.
Hey, take it easy, Cordell.
Get that gun, Sheriff. That's the gun that killed Hugo, not the one I gave Clayt. You were right, Mr. Cordell. No one would have thought of ballistics to see which gun had killed Hugo. Yeah, now I think I need a bath. and a nice long rest.
Waring and Mrs. Stokes were arrested on suspicion of murder. Police are searching for the body of Edward Stokes. Gee, Mr. Holliday.
Well, it wasn't nice, Susie. But let's forget it.
Sure, I know what you mean. Oh, say, I have to remind you.
Huh? Of what?
You've got a luncheon appointment today at...
Luncheon? Oh, no, Susie.
Next week, same time, through the courtesy of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd stars as Dan Holliday in Box 13. Box 13 is directed by Richard Sandville, with this week's original story by Russell Hughes. Original music is composed and conducted by Rudy Schrager. Part of Susie is played by Sylvia Picker, and production is supervised by Vern Karstensen. Box 13 is a Mayfair production from Hollywood. Watch for Alan Ladd in his latest Paramount picture. Box 13, with the star of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd as Dan Holliday.
Dear Dan, knowing your Box 13 angle, I hope what I have to offer is intriguing enough to tempt you. At least I think it can be interesting. As a matter of fact, Dan, this thing has got to the point now where it's becoming downright vicious. And it scares me a little. What the thing is, I'll tell you when and if I see you. If you can drag yourself away from town for a few days...
If you can drag yourself away from town for a few days, consider this letter an invitation to join me at the country home of Bernard Trendler, my cousin. Enclosed are the directions for getting there. I'll meet you at the station. Wire me first, as ever, Alex. Yeah, it sounded harmless and simple. 2 words I'd never apply to murder.
And now, back to Box 13 and Dan Holliday's newest adventure, Death is No Joke.
I don't think you should go, Mr. Holliday.
And why not, Susie?
Well, every time you accept an invitation like this, something bad happens to you.
Susie, every time someone reads that ad in the Star Times, it means trouble. But here I am, still alive and kicking.
You just better watch out. You're not intolerable, you know.
Well, thanks, Susie. But did you mean intolerable?
Well, sure. Like Achilles was after he was dipped in the river Styx.
Oh. It was the Styx, and you mean invulnerable.
Oh, intolerable, invulnerable. You could get hurt.
Okay, we'll see. Oh, by the way, did you send that wire to Alex?
Oh, of course I did.
Oh, good girl. Well, expect me when you see me. So long, Susie.
Dan! Hey, Dan! Dan!
Alex, how are you?
Dan Holliday. So you're still alive, huh?
Oh, why not? It's a good idea.
Is this your luggage?
Oh, yes, just that flat stuff.
Good. My car's just around the other side of the depot. This way.
Am I supposed to ask what your letter meant? Or do I wait until you get ready to tell me?
Wait till we get into the car. That's it. Blue convertible.
Well, you've done all right.
There's no motor under the hood. Hop in.
How's Ruth?
Oh, great.
Any children yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, now look, I thought you'd have about 5 by now.
Maybe.
What's on your mind, Alex? You're worried about something.
Yeah, I don't know whether I am or not, Dan. Look, maybe asking you to stick an oar in this was, well, presuming upon friendship.
That's what friendship's for?
Yeah, it's up to a point.
Okay, let's get to the point.
Well, it's practical jokes. I knew you'd look blank at that.
I'm glad I didn't disappoint you. Well, what's the angle?
Practical jokes.
Go ahead.
Ruth and I are guests at Bernard Trendler's. He's my cousin. You ever heard of him?
Oh, yes. Showed up not too long ago to claim a fortune, didn't he?
Yes, that's right. He ran away from home when he was 17. He was gone 15 years. Recently, his father, that's my uncle, he died and left the entire Trendler fortune to him. If he hadn't been found, it would have been divided among the rest of us. But he showed up and claimed it.
So, where do the practical jokes come in, and why?
Ruth and I have been here for a week and a half now. Every day there have been 2 or 3 practical jokes played. At first they were ordinary, not very funny, just amusing. But
what?
now they're getting vicious, mean, contemptible.
How do you mean that?
Just that way.
Who's the funny man?
We don't know.
Any idea?
Nope. That's why I've asked you to come up. Oh, and look, Dan, don't let on I told you. Let me do the talking when I introduce you and take your cues from me, huh?
I see. I'm to be the silent observer, is that it?
Well, figure it out for yourself. Could I or anyone else call in the police? No, because no one's been hurt. Yet.
Hey, you say that as though you expect trouble in large chunks.
I do, Dan. I do. Somebody's going to get hurt. And badly.
Alex drove on to the Trendler place. There was nothing else he could tell me about the practical jokes. Then we pulled up before we got to the house, because a tall, thin man was walking down the drive. Alex stopped the car and spoke softly to me.
There's Bernie Trendler coming down the drive.
What do I say or do? How do I explain my presence?
Now, leave that to me. Just take the cues as I throw them. Bernie! Hey, Bernie!
Alex? Is that you, Alex?
Yeah. We'll get out of here. Pick up your bag later.
I've been looking for you, Alex, and, Oh, I beg your pardon.
Bernie, I'm afraid I'm guilty of a guest's worst crime. Dragging in a friend.
Oh, nonsense. Don't talk like that.
Dan, this is my cousin Bernie Trendler. Bernie, Dan Holliday.
How do you do?
Fine. You?
I'm sorry I barged in like this, but I haven't seen Alex in quite a while.
Dan's a writer, Bernie. I thought he might, stop over a day or so. He's going away soon. That right, Dan?
Oh, yes, I'm going away.
Oh, of course it's all right. Plenty of room.
Oh, well, thank you. It's very nice of you.
That's all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to see the gardener about a couple of things. Alex, have Elsie show Dan his room.
Sure thing. Thanks, Bernie.
Not at all. Glad to have you, Dan.
So that's Bernard Trendler.
Why do you say it like that?
Like that?
As though you didn't believe it.
Oh, I gave you that idea.
I don't know.
Any man who's inherited a $20 million fortune has no right to look that worried.
He has.
Huh? What's that mean?
There are 2 people in this house who hate him. Hate him enough to kill him.
Well, with that, Alex took me into the house. The maid showed me to my room, and, well, I saw no one else until later that afternoon. Then I walked into the library on the ground floor. There were 2 people seated there. I stopped at the door.
Well, hello. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Holliday, Dan Holliday. I'm looking for Alex.
He's looking for Alex, Martha.
All right, let him look for Alex. Have you tried looking under some rocks, Mr.
Oh, Holliday, Dan Holliday.
Oh. Did you just arrive?
Just after lunch.
Too bad. The lunch was horrible.
You didn't help it, Martha.
I didn't try to, Henry.
You don't have to try, my dear. Well, I suppose we may as well introduce ourselves. I'm Henry Trendler. This is my wife, Martha.
How do you do?
I'm Bernie's cousin.
Oh, I've met Mr. Trendler.
Isn't that nice? Henry, I'm going down to the lake.
Well, don't go out too far, my dear.
I don't know how to swim, my dear.
Yes, I know that. Goodbye.
Nice to have met you, Mr.
Holliday.
Oh, she remembers Mr. Holliday. It's just one of her irritating little tricks.
Oh, I see. She's an attractive woman.
Is there any chance you might fall in love with her?
Fall in love with her? Why do you ask that?
I'll agree to a divorce immediately.
Am I supposed to laugh at that?
Anything you like. You staying long, Holiday?
1 or 2 days.
That's quite enough.
Of course, with such lovely people around, I may decide to postpone my departure until this evening.
Oh, you love us once you get used to us, Holiday. I'll grant it takes a little doing.
Hello there. Well, I see you 2 have met.
Yes, we've met, Alex.
Oh, where's Martha?
She's gone to the lake. Well, I think I'll take a little walk. Nice to have met you, Holiday.
Thank you. See you later.
Well, Dan?
Charming people. Lovely people. In fact, I've never met 2 such delightful personalities.
Means you've met Martha, too.
Oh, yes.
And, what do you think?
Well, if I'd known, I'd have brought my 2-edged sword. The big one.
Dan, maybe you'd be a little sour if you had 20 million slip away from you like we have.
Ah. If Bernie Trendler hadn't shown up, you, Henry, and Martha would have had the whole watermelon.
Seeds and all. But now... Ruth! Dan, that was Ruth.
Which way? Where is she?
I left her in her room. Come on, Ruth! Ruth!
Which way?
The end of the hallway. Ruth, darling, what's the matter?
My closet in there. Alex!
Stay with her, Alec. I'll see what it is.
Now, dearest, it's all right. Please, it's all right.
Alec, come over here.
Don't go, Alex. Don't go.
Stay where you are, Ruth.
Look.
Ew. Dan, kill it.
No, it's harmless. It's a black snake.
Harmless?
Close the closet door until we can get a sack for it.
Ew.
Alex, is this the kind of practical joke you meant?
This is the kind they're getting to be.
I see. Ruth,
Where is it?
it's all right now. Come on, let's get out of the room.
Well, what's all the fuss?
Take a look in that closet.
Alex.
Let her look. I'm willing to bet she put it there.
You're more incoherent than usual, Alex. Mr. Holliday.
What?
What's in the closet?
A snake.
Really? Well, how nice for Ruth.
I'll slap that smirk off your face.
Bravo, Alex. I've been thinking about it for years.
Well, Henry, this is the first indication I've had that you could think for years.
Stop it, all of you.
Get her out of here, Alex. Hurry.
Come on, darling.
Now, what's all the excitement?
It seems that Ruth found a snake in her closet.
Oh, I thought you went to the lake.
You do a great deal of thinking, don't you?
When I have to.
Then stop thinking about me.
Did you put that snake in there?
I never touched the thing. Sorry.
Were you at the lake?
That, Mr. Holliday, is none of your business. I'll leave you to your snake.
Oh, did something strike you funny, Henry?
Yes. You should feel really flattered, Holliday.
Flattered? Why?
My wife remembered your name.
Oh, it was a lovely household. Hate dripped from the rafters. I could feel it. Well, why should anyone take it out in stupid, vicious pranks such as that snake in Ruth's closet? Why? It was before dinner that I decided to take a walk with Alex. He talked, I listened.
First, it was amusing. A frog in one's bed, clothes missing from the bathhouse at the lake, wild, incredible phone calls for all of us.
How long has this been going on, Alex?
Just about a week now.
Have you any idea who it is?
None.
But why, then?
Why should anyone want to frighten Ruth out of her wits?
Does Martha hate Ruth?
Martha hates everyone. Martha's a chronic congenital hater.
What does she have against Ruth?
That's it. Not a thing in the world.
Has everyone been a victim of these pranks?
Yes. Dan, they've got to stop.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Oh, how's Ruth?
She's all right. We changed rooms. She won't go near the one we had.
It was a harmless snake. Obviously, no one meant to harm Ruth.
Oh, no. Just frighten her half to death.
Why don't you leave, Alex?
As a potential heir, that'd be a little ridiculous, wouldn't it?
I see. What about Henry and Martha?
They won't leave. Not as long as they can stay here free.
Oh. Well, look, you say these things started about a week ago. Are you sure?
Yes.
They started just like that. No warning, no talk of pranks or jokes.
None.
And they're getting worse.
Vicious.
I give up.
No, Dan, please.
What do you want me to do? Obviously, the person or persons doing these things won't admit it. Apparently, he or she intends to go on with it until...
Go on?
Until
what?
Until the person gets to the real reason. The real objective of his viciousness.
Who, Dan? Who?
The person he or she means to kill.
And now, back to Death is No Joke, another Box 13 adventure with Alan Ladd as Dan Holliday.
Maybe I was right, maybe I was wrong. Maybe no one wanted to kill anyone. And there was nothing we could go to the police about. What do you say in a case like this? Somebody's playing jokes? And what about my host, whom I hadn't seen since my arrival? Well, I saw plenty of him that same evening after dinner. There were 5 of us in the library. Alex and Ruth, Henry and Martha and myself. What little conversation there had been was down to an occasional cough. Everyone was as jittery as a rookie pitcher facing the Yanks for the first time. Then...
I'm glad all of you are together for a change.
Bernie, how nice to see you.
Sit still.
What's the matter, Bernie? You look...
Mad? I am.
What's all that?
A book and some pictures.
Oh,
Stay where you are, Henry.
Oh, very well.
This evening, when I went to my room after dinner, I discovered someone had been there before me.
Who, Bernie?
It could have been you, Cousin Martha.
Oh, please, not in front of Henry.
Oh, what difference does it make?
Shut up!
What are you getting at, Bernie?
Look,
This is an old high school annual of mine.
Oh, no, not that. Next, you'll bring out the albums. If I remember correctly, you were the only baby who managed to look positively gruesome lying on a table.
I said shut up!
Sorry.
What about that annual, Bernie?
Every single picture of me has either been defaced or cut out.
What? Well, let's see.
Keep your hands off.
Yes, but I only want...
Now, look, Bernie.
All right, then.
Every picture. Cut out or defaced.
That's right. And these pictures that were hanging in my room and in the study. Look.
Why, you've been cut out of all of them.
And I want to know who did it. I'll speak up. Which one of you was it? I swear if I find out, I'll tear his throat out.
No one moved or said a word. Bernie Trendler's face was as white as a sheet. His eyes crinkled into slits that glared from one of us to the other. I looked at the others. They were scared. Yes, even Martha was afraid to open her mouth. Then, after a few seconds...
I warn you, whoever's doing this, unless it's stopped and stopped immediately, I'll do something about it. Do you hear? I want it stopped!
Bernie, please, you're frightening me.
I'm sorry, Ruth.
I think I'm going to bed.
If you're doing these things, Martha, take my warning seriously.
If I were doing them, Bernie, they'd be worse than they are. Good night. And if I find any snakes, I'll let you know.
Alex, I want to get out of here. I want to go home.
Ruth, everything will be all
I
right.
can't
Now,
stand
please.
any more of this. I want to get out of here. All of them hating each other.
Ruth.
It's true.
Maybe she's got some.
I have. You hate Bernie. You hate Martha.
Ruth,
you...
stop it. Stop it.
Take her upstairs, Alex. Go ahead, please.
All right, come on, Ruth. Come on.
Well, I guess the party's over. I'll turn in, too.
Just a moment, Henry.
Yes?
I hope you know I meant what I said.
Why, look at me.
Get out of here. Go to your room.
Thank you. I will. Good night.
And close the door after you. I'm sorry for that display of temper, Holiday. This nonsense has been too much.
I don't suppose you have any idea who's behind it.
No, but this is the last straw.
I wonder if there'll be any more.
Huh? Why do you say that?
I wonder if this is the last joke.
It had better be.
Suppose it's not.
Then I'll send for the police.
And tell them what? That someone's been playing jokes?
Defacing and ruining these books and pictures is vandalism.
They meant quite a bit to you, didn't they?
Of course they did.
High school annual and photographs. Oh, when were the pictures taken, Bernie?
Oh, years ago, 15, 16 years ago, when I was in high school. Why?
I was just thinking. It's very strange that only those photographs of you in athletic costumes should have been destroyed.
What? Let me see. You're right. That's odd.
Very odd. Oh, here's one of you that hasn't been destroyed.
Well, let me look at it. 17 years old.
What happened when you were 17, Bernie?
What do you mean?
Just that.
Nothing. Nothing that I can remember.
But something that someone else could remember.
What the devil are you talking about, Holiday?
I don't know yet. Maybe I'll find out. Not being able to sleep, I went for a walk in the moonlit garden. Suddenly, I heard voices. A man's and a woman's coming from the garden house. I walked closer.
I don't know why I agreed to meet you out here in the first place.
Oh, you don't? Well, I think so.
What do you want?
Just a small, tiny cut of the 20 million.
What makes you think I'd give it to you?
What makes you think you won't?
Lots of things.
How big a fool do you think I am?
That's up to you. How big a fool can you make of yourself?
Not quite as big as I can make of you.
What's on that venomous mind of yours?
Money.
I don't mean that.
Oh, you were a fool, Bernie. A fool to bring that book and those pictures downstairs tonight.
So I was a fool. Why?
Don't forget that I used to visit this house as a child. I remember lots of things my stupid husband doesn't. And things other people don't remember.
Such as?
Well, let's put it this way, Bernie. Let's say, in those days you were more gauche than you are now.
Why, you... I could kill you for that.
You would try to kill me, wouldn't you?
With pleasure.
But don't try it, Bernie. Because if you do, you'll be found out.
What do you want?
I told you. Think it over, cousin. You have until tomorrow morning.
She left the garden house and passed me. I stood in the shadows and watched her. There was a little smile on her face. Then I looked toward the garden house. Bernie Trendler stood in the doorway. A shaft of moonlight struck across his face. And if ever a face showed murder, It was his.
Why don't you tell me where you're going, Dan?
I can't, Alex. I can't until I'm sure of what I think I know.
What's all the mystery?
Oh, snakes and phone calls and torn-out pictures.
You want to ride into town, is that it?
Yeah, that's right. Just drive me in.
Okay. But let me in on something, will you?
You have to let me in on something first.
What?
Had anyone seen Bernie Trendler before he showed up and claimed the money in the estate?
Not for 15 years. Why?
Who identified him?
The lawyers. He had all the necessary stuff, papers, letters from my uncle.
I see. Now, where's the high school he went to?
Just outside of town. What the devil are you getting at?
Where'd Bernie been before he showed up to claim the estate?
South America, he said.
Uh-huh. Okay, take me to that high school. What's the matter?
Dan, something's wrong with the brakes.
Try the emergency.
No good. Dan, we're picking up speed on this hill.
Try to shift into second. Compression of the engine will hold it back. Stay close to the left. Don't get near the embankment.
What if someone's coming up the hill?
We've got to take that chance. Where's the nearest side road?
There isn't any. No turnoffs.
Keep your hands on the wheel. That emergency's no good? Have you got any pedal at all with a foot brake?
None at all.
Look, scrape the side of the hill on the left. Go in easy. That'll slow us down.
Yes, but Dan, we can't...
Do it. It's our only chance.
Okay.
Again. Keep close and keep scraping.
Dan, where are you going?
Look. Someone cut through the brake fluid lines.
What? Well, Dan, you're crazy. Why should anyone want to cut through
Did you tell anyone we were coming into town?
Sure, everyone knew it.
Oh, that's great. Alex, you stay here and warn people away from this.
Where are you going now?
I'm going to high school. Well, I was right. I had to be right. After I left the high school with the information I'd found, I went to the sheriff's office, told him my story, and piled into his car. I picked up Alex on the way back, and then the Trendler house.
There's Ruth. Ruth! Ruth!
Better stay close, Sheriff.
Alex, you were gone so long.
Never mind that. Where's Bernie?
Bernie? Well, I don't know why.
Hello, everybody. What's all the fuss? Hiya, Sheriff. What are you doing here?
Henry, where's Bernie?
Bernie? He and Martha went out on the lake.
The lake?
Yes, they went rowing.
She can't swim.
She's in a boat. She doesn't have to swim.
That's what you think. Alex, is there a boat we can use?
There's a speedboat tied up at the wharf.
Well, come on, let's go. They can't have gone far in a rowboat.
Dan, are you sure of what you told me?
I'm positive. We've got to get to them before there's a murder. A murder that'll look like an accident.
There they are.
Get more speed out of this.
I can't, Dan.
Bernie? Bernie!
Look, he's rowing for shore.
Cut in ahead.
I'll try to.
Head him off.
Where's Martha?
Lying in the boat. Cut in faster, Alex, faster. That's it. Don't let him get to shore. Get on. Get on, you'll shoot to kill. Get down.
He's jumped for shore. Now, what if he gets away?
Let him. He can be picked up later. Get to Martha.
Martha! Martha!
Keep this boat alongside.
You all right, Dan?
Yeah, it's just knocked out.
He got away.
Now, you can't get far.
Bernie. Oh, Bernie, don't. I won't tell.
It's all right, Martha. He's gone.
Oh,
Martha, you're all right now.
he was going to kill me.
Yes, I know he was going to kill you. Because you knew he wasn't the real Bernie Trendler.
He hit me. And I saw him start to... But I couldn't do anything about it.
Are you all right now, Martha? I mean, are you all right?
She's all right, Henry.
I'll get it. It's probably the sheriff.
I suppose I should thank you, Mr. Holliday.
That might be nice.
Thank you.
They got him.
Alive?
Yes. You're right, Dan.
Would someone please explain all this?
The real Bernie Trendler is probably dead, killed by the man who passed himself off as the real Bernie. Isn't that right, Martha?
I don't know anything about it.
Martha?
Oh, all right. I knew he wasn't the real Bernie last night.
And you realized the pictures were defaced, cut out.
Yes. Bernie Trendler was left-handed.
What? By George, that's right. Why, I remember now.
You see, all those practical jokes were leading up to the destruction of the pictures. He couldn't get rid of them without attracting attention and suspicion. So he took the elaborate way out. The jokes would have stopped once he'd destroyed those pictures.
What about the high school, Dan?
I saw pictures there of the real Bernie in a baseball uniform, with a baseball glove on his right hand.
Well, how could he hope to get by with a fraud?
Well, he did. Remember, the real Bernie was missing for 15 years.
But what made you think of it, Dan? I mean, the left-handedness.
Well, let's say the real Bernie was gauche in those days.
Oh.
What's the matter, Martha?
Why, nothing. Nothing at all, I hope.
Oh, gauche is French for left, isn't it, Martha?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, is there anything else to tell? Why are you two looking at each other like that?
Well, I was just wondering how much I have to thank Mr. Holliday for.
Well, let's say you've already thanked me for everything.
I knew it. You go away someplace and someone tries to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Tried to by cutting the brake lines, because he thought I'd guessed.
Oh, and just think, those two nasty people will get all that money.
Oh, not all. Alex will get his share, which is all I care about.
And you didn't tell what you heard in the garden house.
Now, why should I, Susie?
Well, I think that's carrying Chevrolet too far.
Chevrolet. Oh, good night, Susie.
Next week, same time, through the courtesy of Paramount Pictures, Alan Ladd stars as Dan Holliday in Box 13. Box 13 is directed by Richard Sandville, with this week's original story by Orrin Blackstone. Original music is composed and conducted by Rudy Schrager. The part of Susie is played by Sylvia Picker, and production is supervised by Vern Carstensen. Box 13 is a Mayfair production from Hollywood. Watch for Alan Ladd in his latest Paramount picture.